Hello, welcome back. In the previous videos, we have created our first Python program along with understanding the differences between programming languages and scripting languages. Now, we will understand the importance of variables, data types along with type conversion. It's interesting, right? So, let's get started. We have understood the process of installing Python software, and we have also created our first Python program, and we have executed the Python program in multiple ways, right? So, you know how to open this Python 3.7.9 shell, where you generally type ideally in your system you get Python 3.7. as I'm using as I'm using Windows operating system with official license, so I have Python 3.8 predefined. We can run it from Microsoft App Store, or you can just go for Python 3.7 ideally. So when I just type Python, I get multiple sources, right? So you have ideally, you have interpreter, where you can execute your Python program from command prompt, or you can execute your Python program first from your Python interpreter, right? That is basically Python command line, where you just write a simple program where you generally take up two variables, which we have done in the previous example. You declare it and you generally take it up. This is first way, using your Python command line window. Remember the first point, you can execute your Python program by Python command line. You see, I am writing hashtag. That is the first thing you use to write comments. So, to write comments, to write single line comments, you use hashtags. In Python, you use only hashtags. Unlike in C, you don't have two slashes or anything, slash and star, you use in other programming languages. So, hashtag is for single line comment. You generally use hashtag for single line comments, right? So you use hashtag for single line comments. As I told you, this is not this, you don't, if you write anything, it's not savable, and even if you save this shell, you cannot edit it. Suppose if I save this, it will go to default location, and if you want anywhere you can save it. I save it as sample, and anyways the existing and the extension is .py. You cannot edit this. Once I share or once you open it again, you cannot edit this. It is just for your purpose to save it. It cannot editable. If you want to edit it, you can just go to file, new file. So single line comments, you use hashtag. So I told you we can execute Python program in three ways. Number one is, you generally go for Python command line window, where you just open your Python terminal and you generally type it up. That's where this is your Python command line window. And the second step is, suppose what happens if I don't write this hashtag, because your Python treats that as a variable where you try to assign some values, it will be in black color, something like. The second way is, you use your Python IDLE graphic window, that is, which is something like what we are taking. See, everything is in green color because I wrote up quotation strings, you write up strings in single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. You use the second way to execute Python IDLE graphic. See, syntax error, because I wanted to treat it, I wanted to tell you this, but it is giving you error because you did not write hashtag. That's where this is error. So copy, paste, and if you don't want your Python to read this, make it as hashtag. See, errors are in red color, even you write this is in, the comments are also in red color. Whatever strings you see, that is in green color. The colors will help you a lot. The variables are in black color, functions are in violet color. We will be learning all of those things. No need to worry. So the second step, the second way is, you write up your code here like this. A is equal to B is equal to 10. You are assigning values A plus B. No need of print. Whether you use IDLE, whether you go for interpreter mode, that is line by line mode, or scripting mode. You say, you open your new file, you write up the program, you save it as .py, you click on run, you get the output here. That is the second way. Or even the third way is directly from the system prompt. That's what we have done in the previous video. You have saved your file, right? If you wanted to run up any program, what you do? You click on file, you create a new Python file. I wanted to print this. So print of two numbers. What do? It's simple. You just save this file in some location with any name, the .py, you have two ways to run this. You click on run, this is ideally mode, the cell is restarted, and the command y is you open your command prompt and you go to location. Where is the location? In desktop I have created. What is my Python? What is my file name? My file name is Python. Some dummy name I gave, right? deff.py. This is from system prompt. That's it. This is your command prompt. These are all commands. You get Python terminal when you type Python. That's how the environment variables is able to execute terminal, and you write up here. So multiple ways, so don't get confused. People should understand the difference. This is your commands. Okay. So comments, you write single, hashtag. Then what is a way to write multiple multi-line comments? Click on file. I will make it understand with in scripting mode. So for scripting mode, you open your take up your shell, click on file, new file, you get your script. If you have multiple lines, something like this, how do you make sure that? You can do in two ways. The general way is you write hashtag, that becomes hectic, right? You need to make each and every line hashtag. You save this, any location, and you execute that. It doesn't take care because nothing is being printed, because this is a simple, you are making every line as comment. So if you want to go for multi-line comments, the other way is you either use triple quotes, multi-line comments. That means you start writing here. Suppose I declare two variables like this, a, b. Same example I want to show in different way, print of a plus b. And you also wanted to print something like a welcome message, hello, welcome. So what do you want to do? You just wanted to ignore all of them. You start using multi-line comments as in this way, whether you can use 1, 2, 3 triple quotes or double triple quotes. You can do it anything, something like this. Let's start here where you wanted to start, 1, 2, 3, and you end it here 1, 2, 3, because we treat this as multi-line comments but or block comments, but Python treats this as description. And because we also write strings in triple quotes, whether you execute this, you click on run, nothing is executed. You see the file is run, nothing is executed. So make sure that if you want to have multiple lines to be commented, whether you can use single triple quotes, or let me make the same thing, you copy paste it here for your understanding purpose. You can also write double triple quotes, because this all comes in strings. That is the reason we don't write actually triple quotes to make multi-line comments, because it stores in the format of strings. If you assign some variable, memory is allocated, and again if it is not executed, with the help of garbage collection, the memory is released. So that is the reason. But for multi-line comments, instead of hashtags, we generally use single triple quotes or double triple quotes. The shell is run and you get the result here. So this is a simple way. So for single line comments, we use hashtags. For multiple line comments, you use single triple quotes or double triple quotes, and even because that is storing in the format of strings, because this Python interpreter treats this as a description. That's where the docstring comes into picture. When we go to functions, we'll understand how to use it. So as of now, hashtags are for comments. Whether you go for scripting mode or whether you go for interpreter mode, if you write something that is not executed because you gave it in hashtag, that's a comment. No need of anything like you use this as comment. No, that is not in Python, because in Python you only use hashtag as the comment, and for multi-line comments you can use single triple quotes or double triple quotes. So now we have understood how to make our steps into Python programming by writing our simple Python program, and then next we need to understand how to store it in the format of variables and the data types and everything. So hashtag for single line comments, single triple quotes or double triple quotes for multi-line comments. That's what we have understood in this video. So make it simple. If you want to save it, you can just save it, and even you can save this file. So we have three modes of execution, from Python command line and from Python IDLE graphic, what we have opened now, and even from system prod. You should be capable of doing anything. So that is the reason If you are good at logical thinking and if you are good at writing Python program, any Python IDE you can work. That is the hidden thing. So that's what I tell anyone, and that is the way I learned. So that's all about comments. Single line hashtag is for single line comments. Multiple line comments, you can just use single triple quote or double triple quote, or you can keep up multiple hashtags, but multiple hashtags is tedious. Next, we'll understand about variables and typecasting and how to create data in the format of lists, tuples in the next set of videos.